So what I've done here is I have to take, I left, this is another trouser tutorial. So the length of my trouser is 43, so which is what I take here. So 43, you are going to minus your band length here. So the band length is minus 3, so 3 minus 3, we're having 40 left. So I added 1 inch, so this is 41, and we are going to add the band, we are going to add band to our trouser. So the band is 2.5, you can see. So I came down by, from this place, by 3 inches. So from that 3 inches, I'm going to take out my band length, which is 2.5. So I place my 2.5 here. Then I have to take my trouser measurement here, which is 41. So after taking the 41, I'm going to, the first thing we are going to determine is our crotch depth. So from here to here is the crotch depth, and the hip I'm working with is, if you have to get your crotch depth, is 47. So 47 divided by 4. So that 47 divided by 4, I got 11.75. So if you have to take your 11.75, please always know that you are taking your 2.5 band length. So you are going to go up by 2.5, then determine where your 11.75 is. So this my, I came up by 2.5, then this is my 11.5. So I have to take it out, then it was being ruled out like this. Then the next thing is to make a round. Then on this your crotch depth, you are going to take your hip measurement. Then the hip measurement is 47 divided by 4, which is going to give us 4.75 as well. So 4.75 is being taken here. So I'm going to take 4.75 on the waistline as well. And since it's going to have a band, I'm making a jogger, so it's going to have band, and you cannot use your normal waist measurement here. So is your hip measurement you are going to use. So after taking my 11.75 here, I'm going to come up on the waistline here and take 11.75. So the next thing is to determine our crotch extension for the front. So the crotch extension I'm working with is, the hip is 47. Then to get your front crotch extension, that will be 47 divided by 20. So 47 divided by 20, like I calculated here, it will give me 2.35. So on this line, on your crotch line, you are going to take 2.35. So 2.35 is here, this 2.5, then 2.35 is somewhere here. So 2.35, you are going to take your 2.35. So then you come up here on this line, on this your crotch line, you go up by 2 inches. So that will be your hip line. That will be your hip line. You go up by 2 inches, is going to be your hip line. So make sure you take the 2 inches, then you roll it out. You are going to roll it out. So this is our hip line here. So this is the crotch line, this is the hip line. Then you are going to make on this hip line to connect this cuff to this place. So let me extend my line, extend the line. I'm extending the line to the crotch extension line. Then on this your hip line, you want to connect the cuff like this to this place. So you come inward here by half, quarter of an inch rather, that's 0.25. So this is my 0.25 here. So take any of your cuff ruler, then you connect them. So I'm going, you can pick this 2 point first from here to here, then connect it back to the line, bring it back to the line like this. So that is our crotch extension. So what we are going to determine now is our knee length. So to determine your knee length is, you have to put your ruler on this, your tape rather, on your crotch line, on this crotch line, to your trouser length, whatever you're having, divide it by 2. You're going to divide it by 2. So I have 2.29.25 here. So you divide it by 2. Just calm down, divide it by 2. After you have done that, you mark it. You see, this divided by 2. Then on that line, on this line, we are determining the length, that's our knee length now. And I said again, from your crotch line, your crotch depth line, you take your tip down to the trouser of the length trouser rather, trouser of the length trouser. So you take it after you have taken it tape. You are going to determine what you're having. So I have 29.25 here. So you divide it into two. So this is what I'm having here. Then on that line, go up by two. Go up by two. So that will be your knee length. So from here now, from your trouser length, you can from here to here determine what you are having here. So I'm having 24 here. 24. So take on the one that you first take, you are going to take it, make a straight line so that you can know what you are working with. Then on that line, I'm coming up by 2 inches. So which I did here. You can use 2, you can use 1.5. Okay, let me use 1.5 here. I'm coming up by 1.5. So I'm going to use 1.5. Come up by 1.5. So that will be your knee line, your knee length, the line of your knee. That's what you are going to do. Then you make a straight line. You connect the point, the dotted, the mark. So this is our knee line. So what we are going to do now, no, we have what we call grace line. The grace line is your knee length is being divided into two, and that will make your trouser to sit perfectly well on you when you create the grace line. So the time to determine your grace line, you have to take what you are having on your crotch depth, on your crotch line to the crotch extension. Measure what you are having. I'm having 14.25 here. So 14.25 divided by 2, 14.25 divided by 2. So you create, sorry. So what I did here was to determine our grace line. That's, you have to divide your knee into two. So from my crotch line here to the crotch extension, I'm going to measure what I have. So what I have here is, okay, I think it's 14.3. 14.3, then that 14.3, you divide it into two. So it's going to, after dividing it into two, measure what you are having here. So what I'm having here is 7.2 or 7.1. So you are going to take that 7.1 all through. 7.1, 7.1. You take it down to the knee, down to the trouser length. So 7.2. Then you are going to connect. You are going to make a straight line. So with this line, you'll be able to divide your knee measurements into two. So we are drafting the front length, the front trouser first. So after you have done that, then you are going to take your knee measurement here. So the knee measurement I'm working with here is 20. So 20 divided by 4 is going to give us 5. 20 divided by 4. So that is 10. You know, this is for the front, this is for the front. So the back we have 10, the front we have 10. So you just sum it up, that 20 divided by 4 will give us 5. So from here, from this point, you are going to measure your 5 here. So this is my 5 here. Then here as well, I'm going to take in my 5. Then we'll connect the line. Then on the knee, on the ankle rather. So we are going to, we use 5 here. I decided to use 4 here. So I'm going to use 4 here. You know, it's going to be gathered. So you come here and take your 4 here. Likewise, 4 here. Then you connect the line. Let me look for my tape. We connect the line. So this is our trouser. This is cuff is for trouser. You connect the line from here. Make sure the lines are connected. So you connect them. Then here we are going to give you a straight line here. We are going to give it a straight line. It's going to come out beautiful. So Then here as well, just give it a straight line. It's unisex, so you might can decide to bring out the hip cuff or just make it like this. Is a unisex jogger. So here too as well, you connect your line to have a straight line. You can see it's very simple. Can you see that? So we are done with our front trouser. So beautiful. Can you see that? So this is our basic trouser measurement.